Once I see that we're live, we can jump right into things. All right. Yep, we're live. Awesome. Okay, well, welcome everybody to today's update roundup. This is the March 2021 update roundup, and we're gonna just jump right into things here. And yeah, I'm gonna share my screen here. Boomity boom. And like usual, if you guys are watching on YouTube or on Facebook, feel free to chat with us. We'll try to answer things. We typically leave it to the end to answer questions. So yeah, we'll go through the slides here first, and then we'll answer questions. Cleos. So yeah, March 2021 update roundup. We've got a lot of cool things that we want to cover today in this update roundup. So first of all, again, always a huge thank you to all of you guys who continue to use our product, to continue to give us feedback. Everything that is coming back from you guys, always super helpful. And obviously, huge thank you for those of you guys that continue to share what we are doing with others, allowing others to also be able to use some of our services to accelerate them in the land space. So cool. Yeah. All right, let's jump right into the website side of things. So we launched a few features here. The first one is now you have the ability to keep a property unlisted. So if for whatever reason you wanted to create a property on your site and not have it show up on your catalog, you can now mark that as unlisted, which is different from private. Some people were getting this confused. Private, if you private a property that you've listed, nobody can see it. Only anybody logged into the admin side of things can see that property. So now you're able to share a piece of property without having it to be on your actual catalog. So this is great if you are doing, some sort of a deal or some sort of a VIP property that you don't want public to see, and you only want to share that property. Okay, we've also launched our blog for REI Landleads. I do have that up here. This has been something that people have been asking for. I think I've been quite vocal about this before. I'm not a huge person who supports blogging, but some of you guys have made really good points. Like you're getting into a certain niche or whatever it might be. Maybe you want to do a lot of content so you can rank up for SEO. It is now available for you. We have a full knowledge base article on getting this up and running. But yes, you can now blog for REI Landleads. So that is already available. And then finally, we launched our land deal countdown timer. So if you are if you want to build your buyers list, if you want to build a little bit of scarcity and have sort of deals of the week, deals of the month, this is great for that. So you can see here on my example site here, you do have a countdown timer tied to a specific property. This countdown timer is tied to the payment options. So when this expires, and I asked this in the group, and thank you for all of you guys who gave us feedback on this. What did you want it to see happen? So when this deal was over, it would just simply go back to the original price or whatever other option. You've got a lot of flexibility in that. Now, one of the really cool things here is you can design this up so you can change the background. You can put an overlay like I've done over here. You can have multiple countdown timers. You would simply see almost a little scrolly thing here, a couple dots where you can click to go to the next one. It'll automatically rotate as well. I think most of you are going to have only one deal at a time. Now, if you want to run a couple deals at a time, great, go for it. You will be able to customize it inside of your customizer. And again, you can have as many sort of these countdown timers as you'd like running for however many properties you would like. So that is called the Land Deal Countdown Timer plugin. It is a plugin, so it is only available on the Business and Manage plan. And that is getting rolled out this week. I think we're making some updates on most of your guys' sites, but you should be seeing that come through shortly, so you can take advantage of that. Cleos. Awesome. And then what's coming up ahead? We're working on the Landlist blog, so we're putting that together. And then we're finalizing a couple new skins for REI Landlist. And look at that. And as well as REI Landleads. I know some of you guys have actually asked for previews of it, and some of you guys are actually waiting for this before you get your site launched. But it is in progress, and hopefully we'll get that launch sometime in mid-April. We're looking at to get these skins out there. So
awesome.
That is on the website side of things. Let's jump into the Pebble side.
Yeah.
I can start with this. Always tons of bug fixes, and thanks for you guys that continue to report bugs. Yeah, we're squishing those out. And then Pebble Dashboard. I did a video on that. Kevin also, you did a video on that too, didn't you, Kevin?
I think I did. Yeah, I think I posted that on our community page.
Yes. Yeah.
I think. Yeah.
So
yeah,
a lot of
show
you,
this.
yeah.
Do you have it pulled up, or do you want me to show it?
Why don't you share your screen?
Okay. Here we go. This one. Share. Okay, can you see that okay?
Yep.
Okay, great. So when you log into Pebble now, you will see a brand spanking new dashboard. Now, this is kind of the first iteration of doing this. We wanted to sort of put the numbers that we think would be valuable to most people, but we plan to add more to this over time. So one thing that we really would like to hear is feedback. If you have some stats or things that you would like to know and you would like to let us know about that, please reach out. We'd be happy to get your feedback on what you think of these numbers and what you'd think if we made modifications. So we'll just go through from top to bottom here. First section is all about your mailing campaign. So you'll see your total mailings sent, your response rate, and your purchase rate. Now, let's go through a few things. First of all, we've got filters up the top here. By default, it's going to show you the past 30 days. So this is 704 mailings sent over the past 30 days. I can also change this to year to date and all time, and these numbers will update accordingly. This is our staging account, so the numbers aren't changing here, but in your account, you'll probably see these change pretty significantly as you move through there. Next up is response rate here. So this is going to show you basically all these mailings that were sent in the past 30 days. What was the number of seller records that were tied to those mailings? So if I go in here to sellers and I add a new seller, and then I attach that seller to a property that is in one of those 700 mailings that I sent, that will get calculated as a response. So we're just saying of this number of mailings sent, how many sellers did I get that responded to those? And that's my response rate. Now, these are all responses. So regardless of if you marked the seller as won or lost or closed, that will still be treated as a response. And so we really want to show you here what kind of volume of leads are you getting, and being able to track that really well. So then over here is our purchase rate. So this is out of all of these mailings that were sent, how many of these did I actually purchase? And so you can sort of track there what your response rate, what your purchase rate is. And typically, it depends on what type of letters you're sending. I typically get around a 1% response rate, and I'm purchasing maybe a quarter of those, or maybe even less sometimes. But that's sort of what we're typically seeing out of people. So these are kind of give you some idea of what you're doing. And then the cool part is that you can track this in these different time scales. So you can see how my response rate might be going up or down compared to this year versus all time, that sort of thing. Okay, I'm going to try to move a little faster because I'm I'm getting long-winded here, but we've got properties up next. So this is showing you how many properties you purchased, again, over these different time ranges. And then this is the total purchase amount you've paid for all of these purchased properties. Then we've got sold. So how many properties have I sold? And then calculating your net profit. So this is basically taking your sold amount, subtracting your purchased amount to give you a net profit. We will also be tracking some more things about where you'll be able to enter closing costs or your transaction costs, or even your marketing spend on some of your properties, so that we can give you a more accurate number here. But just to start out, this is just sort of your generic purchase price versus sale price. And then another thing that's really cool is we're calculating your average hold time. So this is from the time that I purchased a property to the time that I sold it, and this will give you an average of how many days that's been. So that can be really cool to see over time if you're selling quicker, it's taking a longer time to sell. And then down here we've got your mailing over the past 30 days. So this is every day I can hover over these little dots and see how many mailings I'm sending each day. This just kind of gives you an overview to see, am I sending mail at a consistent rate? Can sort of plan out those maybe spikes in leads that you might have coming down the road. And then over here to the right, we've got your revenue per month. So this is basically a subset of these numbers, but broken down per month. So here in February, I purchased $14,400 worth of properties. That's this red bar here. And then the green bar is the sale amount. So how many properties did I sell during the month of February and March? And we go back 6 months on this revenue graph, so you can kind of see over time what your revenue is looking like, and be able to adjust accordingly. And then finally, down here at the bottom, we've got your currently purchased or sold properties. So every red pin here is a property that I have purchased. And then every green pin here is a property that I have sold. So you can very quickly kind of get an overview of where your properties are, and then what your purchased and sale are on the map. And this can kind of be helpful if you just want to quickly drill into a property that you have for sale right now. You can very easily see that on a map. I'm a very visual person, so I know like where in the area I'm working that I've got things for sale. So that can be kind of a helpful thing, instead of having to go to your properties, filter by purchase, look up the APN or whatever you think about it. Just sort of being able to see that on a map and quickly dive into it is, at least for me, that's very helpful.
Mm-hmm. One thing I do want to mention is on the campaigns tab, you also have your response rates now. Oops,
yes.
sorry. Oh my gosh, what did I do? I just click. Oh, geez. Okay. Well, anyways, let's. Oh my goodness. Sorry. There you go.
It's okay.
So you now have your response rates as well, so you can see the performance of each of your campaigns inside of this screen, which I think is really helpful, especially if you're looking to drill down on focus on a certain county, or maybe maybe you've done split testing on a certain kind of mailer. This is where you're going to be able to see those response rates shown on this screen here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this can be super helpful if you're just trying to track.
Yep.
What areas am I getting the most response with, and really focus on those areas. So.
Yep. Okay, so coming back to here, what's coming up ahead?
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple things here. First of all, the custom searchable fields. I think this has been highly requested item, where people want to be able to search and filter with perhaps you have your own custom codes, or you have names that you want to filter. Peter, I see you're watching here. You're one of those, and we spoke about this. you will have that ability to be able to do custom searchable fields. We're actively working on that. So
Yeah, that's gonna be really powerful. It's a definitely a from a design perspective, it's a tricky thing to get right because a lot of people have a lot of custom fields. So uh, to just blast out every custom field you have on the page, it will not really work. So we have to sort of make a user experience that works there. But I think we've come up with something that's going to work pretty well, and we think that it'll be really helpful for people to be able to um, filtered by those custom fields.
Yep. The other one here is it is coming up. I know we've been talking about this to a few people. Is we're going to sort of start reviewing our doc editor, and I'm sort of going to just leave it at that. It's a really it encompasses a lot in that on its own, but it's one of those things that we will probably have a good review over that. Kevin, did you want to add anything to that? Or
Yeah, I will. We know that the current template editor we have is it works, but it is kind of clunky in some ways. We're going to try to fix some of those issues just with the general template editor, and I think that people are going to be pretty satisfied with that. Another thing that we hear from a lot of people is they want to pixel perfect customize their templates. And so what we're going to hopefully allow is just giving us a PDF of your own that has the placeholder merge fields in the PDF, and we'll be able to render that. So in that case, if you have a custom letter that's very, very specific, maybe you've got colored backgrounds and you've got your profile picture and doodles and doing all sorts of stuff that is just not possible with the template editor, we're going to be able to solve that problem by allowing you to upload your own custom PDF. Now, for most people, this is probably an advanced feature because most people are fine with just the standard text-based letters. But for those who want to do really, really crazy things, we're going to allow you to do your own PDFs to be able to generate those. So.
Yeah. So that'll be a huge upcoming project for us. And then finally, I wanted to mention this. Our good friend Callan, she ran a webinar last night with me. She is going to be launching her group coaching program called REI Optimize. It is really, she really takes our system to that next level of automations and setting up zaps. It's incredible the things that she set up in there that now you just do with a click of a button to make things run. She is launching that at the end of this month. So if you're interested, she's still got seats available for that. That's reioptimize.com. And it really sort of, she not only utilizes a lot of REI conversions, suites of services, but diving into things like Zapier, things like OpenPhone. So it's going to be awesome to see what she's going to be doing. I'll be definitely hanging around there and seeing some of the stuff. You guys should have seen her flow chart. It's like, holy smokes, she planned all this out.
Yeah, Callan is a pro when it comes to the tech side of things. So really good stuff.
Absolutely. There. Yep. Okay, cool. And let's just jump right into questions. I think we got a few waiting here. I'm going to turn this off, put our faces back on. Okay. Here is somebody's question. When we move our campaigns through the REI conversion mailing house, can you see these campaign numbers relative to dollar cents to see the marketing ROI version of these campaigns KPIs for response rates?
You will have response rates on your campaigns. I think you might have asked this questions before we showed that off, but yeah. Yes, you will be able to see your response rates and a breakdown of
it could be also the ROI on how much was spent on a campaign, and then how much they sort of, what was the return on that campaign, basically. I would say it's something that we've discussed before, and I think there was a couple hurdles to that I recall, but that's something that we'll definitely and we'll add this to our feature request, Jason. So look out for that. We will continue to add more to or take out to our metrics and what we're sort of showing. So cool. Peter asked here, it looks good. Can you filter this campaign? We were talking about, I forget now, but it was on the dashboard. And I wasn't too sure what this question meant. So Peter, if you can sort of add to that, please let us know. Kevin, do you?
Maybe.
Or did you mean like, could you filter by campaigns on the dashboard? I'm not sure, but that might be what you're asking. But at this point, no. But feel free to ask it again and submit that in there.
Yeah, we do plan to maybe add some of these numbers on the individual campaign page so that you could see your purchased versus response rates there. So we will be exploring adding additional things there.
Yep. Okay. And I think Peter just said yes. So yeah, well, it's definitely, we'll continue to add more. Filter by the campaign on the dashboard. Yeah.
Right. So not on the actual dashboard, but when you drill into a campaign, we're thinking about adding some of these same numbers there with your purchase and sale and revenue per mailer sort of things. So
yep. PDF with word replacement.
Yes, exactly. So we'll give you a format where basically you would generate a PDF that has some sort of brackets around things to denote where your custom placeholder or where your mail merge fields are going to go, and then we will take your PDF, take the Pebble data, and mail merge them and send that mailer out.
Yep. Cool. That's huge, guys. Signed up tonight. So excited about Kellen and Pebble synergy. Yeah, Kellen's been awesome. So
she's done a really great job with this. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think one of the cool things about Kellen is she doesn't like it's ever evolving. Like Kellen's always messaging us about, can I do this? Can we do this? Can we do this? So she is she is sort of staying at the forefront of figuring out better and continually optimizing things. And I'm sure you guys will see that inside of her coaching and her program. So look out for that. Let's see what else. I think filter. Yep, I think that's pretty much it. Are there any other questions you guys wanted to ask here?
Yeah, just to reiterate, please use the dashboard. Take a look at those numbers. If there's some things that you really want to see that we're not showing, please let us know. We'd love to keep evolving this, and we only know what we know, Jesse and I and the few people that we talk to regularly. So those of you who are doing things maybe differently and just want some different numbers and have some ideas there, please let us know. We'd love to kind of tailor that dashboard to our customers. So
yeah. We've added a bunch of articles into our knowledge base, by the way. And again, follow us on YouTube. We push out a few videos a week. They're typically quite short, so not like this. They're a couple minutes. So today, I know this has been a one that we get asked a lot. How do we import data over from Investment Dominator? I know a lot of you guys have used that in the past, so we put that out there if you wanted to check that out. That's also available. Also importing from Priced as well. So we're working closely with Price, keeping an open ear with Max and Ryan over there. They're great guys. We're excited to see what they're doing. So we've also got a video on that. So continue to check out our YouTube video. You can subscribe to it. It's just youtube.com/REI conversion. And then you'll also, if you hit that bell icon, you'll get notified when both Kevin and I go on live like this. So aside from that, I think that's pretty much it. Tomorrow, if you guys want to join, I'm going to share this with you guys right now. Last thing here. We are going to be going live to do a lead flow demo. That's at 2:45 Pacific, 5:45 p.m. Eastern. I have no idea what time it is for you, Kevin. But if you go to reiconversion.com,
a.m. Korean. For those of you in Korea.
Yeah. If you head over to reiconversion.com /leads-demo, I don't know if you probably can't see it. Go ahead here. I'll just type it out on the screen here. reiconversion.com /leads-demo. Once a month, Kevin and I go on live, sort of showing the lead flow of how Pebble works. When you get a lead in, what does that look like? What do you do next? We work through that with you guys, answer question live. It's a Zoom call, so do sign up for that. Do join us. It's about 20-minute call, 30-minute call type of thing. You can hop in and hop out type of thing as well. So hopefully we'll see some of you guys there tomorrow. Thanks again for joining us for this month's update roundup. Any other questions, shoot us an email. We're always here to help you guys out, answer any questions. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Kevin, anything else?
No. Happy land investing. I know a lot of you guys are crushing it out there. So keep on keeping on.
Okay, guys, take care and see you guys soon. Cheers.
Bye.